parched desert sands of ancient Osirian.
Long-forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Throughout Wati, undead uprisings and once-forgotten ancient threats reveal themselves from empty graves.
And only our heroes can withstand the forces of
The Mummy's Mask. Previously on the Mithril Tabletop.
You guys came for me. How did you know to find me here?
your bird, not bird.
I caught wind that there was a dangerous cult that infiltrated this gang and took over. They're led by this very dangerous man, a man by the name Ikram Ifek.
Well, now they're on Phrasma's
Yes.
doorstep.
Oh no, they're
entered
house.
into that house.
Ikram says we're not a cult. Everyone else says we're not a cult. I suppose this is the only way we're gonna settle this. To arms! Google, Egyptian name generator.
Oh no.
Finally, we're gonna go with Ramses. And I rolled a number you will find out next week.
Hello, and welcome back, valued listener, to the Mithril Tabletops podcast, where we play The Mummy's Mask. My name is Alyssa, the voice of Habibi, our human cleric. And if you do not recall, we did leave off on a cliffhanger this last session, and we do that quite often. And I understand, dramatic effect makes you really excited for the next show, but you might not know this about me. I really do not like cliffhangers. Whether it's in a book, TV show, movie, you name it, they are the literal worst. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to episode 49, Cult of the Forgotten One.
This marks the 1-year anniversary of us recording this show, and it also happens to be Erin's birthday. Okay, so you know what instead we're going to do? I want everyone to share their favorite memory from the last year on this show. Go ahead.
I thought you were going to say me, and I'm like, please don't.
Go,
Please.
We're going to start with
Please
you,
don't.
birthday girl.
My favorite memory?
Yes. Or scene or thing, whatever. Just what's your favorite from the last year? Reflect upon the anniversary.
Oh gosh, there's so many things that have happened this year. I guess my favorite memory is like when we first started recording, and getting the editing out and everything like that. Before we even published, we decided to have like a little listen party to the first episode, and that was kind of like a highlight of everybody like listening to the music and just like commenting on it. That was a fun night.
Uh-huh,
That was a really fun
especially because it was our first full go through of like editing music and everything, and oh man, if we did that again this year, we would cringe so bad. Like back then we were proud, but it would be so bad this year if we did it. Like, oh no, I'm not doing that again.
We've come
it's so hard
far.
to listen to. We really have. All right, Anjela, what's your favorite memory from this year?
I think watching all the characters develop in general has been my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a big one.
And I've enjoyed watching Tanhi grow because I had an idea for her in my head, but of course the story is going to push the characters in a certain way, and so I've enjoyed seeing her grow as a person.
What was your original idea, and what kind of direction is Tanhi getting pushed now?
So in the very beginning, I was like, I'm going to be like the most badass barbarian. Like, I'm going to take down everything. Nothing's going to, bring me down.
Well, that was your first problem, right?
That was the first problem. But yeah, I was like, nothing's going to take her down. And then I was like, but she has thoughts, she has feelings, she's gonna get scared of things. So what is she scared of? Well, she's scared of bugs. So, okay. So is it just gonna be like, oh, I just don't like bugs? Or is it gonna be like phobia? And, so like all these different things that we came up on, like I had to make those decisions of like, what would she do? And then now, instead of just being like a heavy hitter, she's like now, I don't know the correct word, but like she's looking inside.
There's some heart to the brute.
Yes. So she's like looking inside. She's trying to figure out like.
She's more introspective.
Yes, that is the word. introspective. So she's just like, I have a feeling that she's gonna be a little bit more religious.
Yeah, you hinted at that earlier,
Yeah,
too.
so she's heading that way, because before it was just like everything's cut and dry, black and white, and now things are not so black and white. Like, you know, there's good and then there's bad, and now she's seeing these people that are like
Gray.
Timonid. Like he was in with the bad gang, but he was doing it for a good reason. But for them to believe him for a while, he would have had to do bad things. So does that make him a bad person, or is he still good?
He's just undercover, baby.
So, but for her, before, it was very black and white. So she, like, having her grow, and then seeing, like, Khepri go through her transformation, seeing Tariq go through his, and then slowly but surely seeing Keryth, and then, like, Habibi standing up to his family. Like, Tanhi would have never seen that happen. Like, because she's always been the protector, and now Habibi is like, nah, I got this. So, I mean, I think that's my favorite thing, is just seeing all of these characters grow.
Speaking of kind of a gray morality, Keryth, it was mentioned already that you kind of like had this interesting backstory, and but tell us more about, like, you, for example. What is your favorite memory from this year? Is it kind of a similar thing where Keryth is just growing into his own thing?
Actually, no. So based off of the question, I was trying to think of like what was like my favorite scene or something like that. And at first I was like, because it's been recent, I was like, oh, the auction, it was super funny. And I was like, no, it's because we just did that. So then I was trying to think
Recency
of
bias.
Yeah, like what like scene or whatever has been like one of my favorite moments. And then it hit me when Anjela was talking. Breakfast at the Awnies.
Breakfast at Tanhi's.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like normally normally I'm much more into the combat scenes.
Oh, we know.
She is the murder and murder hobo.
For sure.
You're lucky you didn't go the other way with that. I know where you sleep. Anyway, it was a nice break because we also got to see into the backgrounds, not just of Tanhi and her family, but I believe that was also around the time when we got to see a little bit of what was going on behind the scenes for Tariq and Khepri with their parents being missing, because we had a bit of a split the party moment.
That whole interlude between the first dungeon and the second dungeon. That was a big one.
Yeah, but that was a lot of role play, but it was also fun. Because
That's why people show up to this podcast. They show up for the role play.
What?
Yeah, like sometimes, like, I'm not saying like our games have been this way or anything, but like sometimes role play can feel like a drag because you always have like the same people that are talking. And the people that are talking are trying to drag the other people into the conversation so they're not the only ones doing the talking, and it can be really exhausting because of that. And then you just, you don't look forward to the role play. But this group has been really great about doing the role play. Usually everyone has something to say or add to it, so that way it doesn't always feel like it's always one or two people that are the only ones that seem to be contributing. It's been a much more group effort with it, which is really nice and helps to, I guess, tie in the whole group rather than it making it seem like it's all about person one and person two, because they're the face characters that may have the diplomatic skills. Like, you can still role play even if you don't have anything in those social skills too. Like
in real life or in person?
Yes.
What do you mean? My character would say something smart. All right, roll diplomacy check. I rolled a 1. They do not. All right, moving on.
Hence dumb and dumber is born.
Oh, speaking of dumb and dumber, let's go to the dumber of that group.
Oh my god.
Nice segue. Khepri, what's Ashley's favorite moment of this entire year?
So I will say my favorite recording moment was that. Absolutely. I tried so hard to be cool. But I think that kind of going along with what everyone else is saying, my favorite thing so far has been getting attached to these characters, which is kind of a double-edged sword because, you know, you love getting attached to them, and then when your GM is actively trying to kill them, you're like, please don't kill them, please.
Not actively.
Always.
This is very passively. If I was actively trying to kill you guys, I'd be throwing a Balor demon at you right now.
I'm pretty
do that.
sure you have said I'm going to kill that dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're determined to kill
No.
Ramses.
Show me the recording. I've never said that.
We
Where's the
have several.
tape?
All right,
can't
guys.
prove it.
We have a chance for our fans to pull out the actual the timestamps from these episodes. And when Waba's tried to kill Ramses.
Where's the citation? It doesn't exist. I'm going to pull an Ancient Assyrian. I'm going to wipe the recordings from the history books. Anyways.
But I just,
No, sorry. Go ahead. So
okay.
yeah, you said you're talking about getting attached to these characters.
I love, like, I remember when I was in high school and my, like, AP language, I don't remember what it's called, AP Lang teacher, who was a writer, was like, sometimes with stories, you have an idea, kind of like what Tanhi said for your character, and then they just write themselves. So she would always tell us, let the character write themselves. So I've been trying to, like, not give a plan to Khepri. Like, we have certain things that are planned, like, oh, Khepri and Tariq's parents are missing. Obviously, Erin and I and Andrew discussed that at some point. Like, what's your backstory? But everything
But they're
going
just bullet
forward,
points.
I love watching how everyone's just allowing their characters to write their stories. Like Tariq with Septi and...
Yeah, we didn't plan that.
We didn't plan any of that.
You gotta have like bullet points, like ideas of like the start, the middle, the end of your characters, but maybe the end changes after enough things happen in between the beginning and middle, etc., etc.
Yeah.
J.R.L. Tolkien famously at one point, because you know people would write him emails and stuff, and like, Professor, what happened to the blue wizards? You mentioned that this is how British people talk. You mentioned that in the Silmarillion there were blue wizards.
To all
And then
British
Tolkien would be
people,
like, "Oh,
you do
yeah."
not sound like that. He is a Canadian American and doesn't, well, an Egyptian Canadian American, so he has enough accents to deal with.
I want a bottle of water. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I won't stop.
British people have a very lovely accent. You are butchering it.
They do. I love them. I am. But anyways, Tolkien replied that he, the author, doesn't know what happened to the Blue Wizards because he hadn't, they hadn't gone to that part of the story yet. So instead of writing in this random letter, oh yeah, the Blue Wizards did such and such and such, he like wanted to explore that organically in the Wizards, or with the story with the Wizards. He said that they definitely went east, but he doesn't know what happened to the result of their mission, but he fears they may have failed. So that's really interesting that like he took that same approach with characters.
Yeah, it's in...
Speaking of characters, we have...
Sorry,
go ahead.
I was just saying, it's just really interesting how they kind of take their own form, and at this, you know, you just kind of go along with it. That's not a real halfling, not a real catfolk, not a real elf, not a real cleric, and not a real magus, right? But in this process, they do take on their own personality. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm. They become real, yeah. Speaking of cleric, we have our very final character, Alyssa. What is your favorite moment from this entire year?
I'm gonna have to pick a few because my favorite moments are whenever we have character backstory where we guys read scripts and
the flashback
yeah,
scenes?
the flashback scenes are my favorite. Like it gives you so much more insight to the characters. That's why I'm really looking forward to when we eventually get to hear more about Keryth, because we've heard about everyone else.
Yeah, no, he's been very secretive about his backstory for probably for good reason too.
And I know he's hinted at it in like the last couple episodes, so like it's got to be coming soon, right?
hopefully soon.
Hopefully,
Surely.
fingers crossed.
You guys are the worst.
But genuinely, Keryth's backstory has me so intrigued because Keryth has a lot more lifespan than the rest of us. So Keryth has more life
what did he do in those
checkpoints that
200
he's
years?
picked. Yeah, that he's picked up on. So to hear what's going on in Keryth's life is going to be absolutely fascinating.
Like Khepri's only 24 years old or something like that, right? Like she only has 2 decades to pick from. Keryth, on the other hand, has 10 times as many decades to choose from.
He has too many decades. To
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has 23 decades he can choose from, which is just Oh my god, I still can't imagine. Like I've mentioned it before. I
And
can't
that's
imagine.
still just like a blink of an eye for an elf.
Almost. He's about a third through his life. Elves on
Yeah.
Golarion, they're not immortal like they are in Tolkien's stories. They live to be about 600. So he's close to middle
That's
age.
still a long time.
I know it is. Like imagine having 400 extra years left to live and to look forward to. It's crazy. Well, speaking of well, some people who might not have that long to live are the people who I attacked last session. If you guys remember where we left off.
So please
Okay,
tell me.
we need to mark this time
Oh.
because he just said.
Should we do our hero points first?
No.
Yeah.
You guys, no.
Yes.
You guys don't need
Yes.
hero points. No,
Yes.
no.
No,
Oh my.
I think we
All
should
right,
do
I
hero
guess.
points first.
All right, the hero point this week, the MVP, in fact, it goes to the person who isn't even being targeted. It goes to Ashley.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it goes
Me?
to Khepri
Aw.
for assisting in helping us locate the invisible cultist. That's 2 times now she's come in clutch with that. Very well done.
Thank you.
I'm going to kill that dog. I never said that. I never said that.
All right, record it right now. He said he was gonna kill the dog.
It's at about 15
Episode
and 35 minutes on my recording.
Shut up,
In
shut
episode
up, shut up.
49.
I vote for Khepri. She did such a good job commanding Ramses for that fight. Ramses such a good boy. And also Khepri's comebacks are always clap on clap point. They gave me the clap emojis.
Thank you.
MVP to Khepri for the tactical moves during our fight. Very well done. Honorable mentions go to Tanhi for those badass hits and killing the fucking BBEG in 2 rounds. Holy shit! Editor's note, this is not the BBEG. This is kind of like a mini boss of the book. It's not even the final boss of the book. So, honorable mention to Tariq for trying to make awesome attacks even when the dice gods really don't want him to.
The Dice Gods really hate it when you add roleplay into your attacks.
Every
Erin.
time.
Yeah,
They always
yeah.
we just have to add a little bit of salt to every single one of our honorable mentions. All right. So, before we jump into the crits, 1 crit against Habibi, and last week we said it was a miss to Tanhi, but I have a bone to pick with you because that shit is bullshit. Here's why.
I
have
forgot to
sources.
do the off guard. I'm sorry.
No, do better.
Angela
Be
knew.
perfect.
Angela knew what was going on.
How dare you? Tawny is perfect.
Wait, you'll have to refresh my memory. What happened?
So what happened was, this cultist, this guy comes out of invisibility, and as he comes out of invisibility, all targets are off guard to him. Tanhi very boldly, with confidence, said, "No, that's a miss. The 20 misses my AC of 21. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Angela. What does off guard do to your AC?
It lowers it by 2.
By 2!
Oh my
Let's do the math,
God.
kids. 21 minus 2 is...
19.
That is a hit!
It is
on
21.
Tanhi! So
Andrew,
anyways,
you
we're
a
going to move on to
jerko
Ramses where I left the
sometimes.
cliffhanger. Ramses is going to take a 32 to hit him. Is that a crit?
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
That is
He wasn't
unfortunate.
lying about trying to kill the dog.
No, he was not. That
This
is
is
a
the night.
crit. Andrew, I swear to God, if you kill this dog today, I will quit for the rest of today's session.
Hold on. To quote Christopher Nolan, swear to me. Take 10 points of fire damage, Tanhi. Habibi and Ramses, you're going to take 20. Ramses is, I believe, down.
Yes, and cooking.
What about Habibi? Is
He's
he
a hot
still
dog.
up?
If
Sorry.
I'm taking 20 damage, I am still up.
All right, fantastic. Well, then in that case, that is the end of Anku's turn. We're going to move on to Kareem. Kareem looks at Tanhi and he sees her radiating with some magical energies. He's like, hang on a second. Barbarians are supposed to be non-magical. And he's going to cast Dispel Magic on your heroism.
This bitch!
This
What
bitch
a
indeed.
jerk.
I'm going to counteract it. Let's see.
Osiris, help me.
Oh, Cyrus, help you indeed. Does a 27 beat your spell DC?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Now,
it
here's
doesn't
the
beat
thing about-
Osiris's.
Of course not. Nothing could beat that. So, on a success, the counteracts any spell rank of 3 or lower. What is the rank of heroism?
3.
That means
I don't
Tanhi
think they can
loses.
cast 4th level spells yet.
Not yet. I was just being polite. Tanhi therefore loses her heroism. With his final
Rude.
action, Kareem turns to Keryth, and he's going to stab at you with a dagger. Nope, I lied. A kukri. Ooh, I rolled really well.
No.
Are you ready?
Bring it,
You want me to
asshole.
bring it? All right, it's brought.
Break it!
32.
That is a crit, but if only barely.
So you see Kareem point his fingers at Tanhi. This sickly purple light envelops her, and you can just feel her heroism draining away. In the blinding light, Keryth looks towards Tanhi and then quickly turns back to Kareem as he sees a dagger-like knife scrape against his chest. 28 slashing damage.
Holy shit.
Ow.
That's a scratch.
Fine. You can't. My shirt is red. You can't see the blood. It's fine. It's like
That's why-
Deadpool.
That's why you're wearing a red shirt, so nobody can see you bleed.
Oh my god.
All right, Tariq, it is your turn. You're in Arcane Cascade. You're a few feet away from all the enemies. What do you got for me?
All right, so Tariq is not too happy about how his last spell went, so he's going to get a little bit closer. And he's going to run up to be between Kareem and Masood. How was that name?
Masood.
Masood, sorry, Masood. Masood, my bad. So he's gonna run south to be in between those two. Run past Keryth, and he's like, "I'll get him, Keryth." Maybe if the dice agree with me this week.
You got this,
Minimizing
Tanhi.
roll play for maximum luck.
And he's going to spell strike
All
with
right.
shocking grasp.
Okay.
So let's see if he can actually hit one of them first. Let's go. Does a 32 hit Kareem?
Oh, jeez. A 32, I hate to say this, is a crit.
Yes, you didn't.
I hate to say that. Oh,
Get
I
wrecked,
hate-
Kareem.
All
I
right.
hate to say it because you know the spell strike crits are going to probably destroy this guy.
So you see Tariq run past Keryth, and his staff is suddenly like electrified, and he just full on hits Kareem, and you see these sparks of lightning go all over Kareem's body as he takes 20 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
And then he also takes 18 times 2, so you do that math. I think 36. Yeah, 36
Oh,
electricity
God.
damage. And then he
Damn.
also, because it was a crit, he's also going to like follow through with that hit, and he's gonna like basically be shoved back 10 feet. And I know that probably doesn't really matter, but I just want to do that.
So, are you telling me you're shoving his corpse away
Yes,
as like
shove his
insult to?
yeah, like so think about
injury
it.
if
So
they're
think about it
dead.
this way: he's like hitting him so hard that whether or not it instantly kills him doesn't really matter. His body's still gonna fly away from him.
Momentum.
Yeah, the momentum of it. So yeah, I still want his body to, because
All right.
he got
And-
he's got a
Wait,
skull on him right now for the audience who
So
can't
you
see.
want him to go 10 feet directly away from you, so like right here?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, because okay, listen to
Okay.
this. This is
No,
why.
Here's why I'm asking if you're sure. As you push him away with your staff, the electrifying, he sparks away, he dies.
boom.
You suddenly see on his neck the cartouche of the Forgotten Pharaoh begins to glow white hot. His head explodes along with his body, and this swirling fire explodes outwards from him. It does not affect you and Keryth, but it does affect Ramses.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. And does that put Ramses at dying too?
I need Ramses to roll a reflex save
He's-
before I address what you just said.
Ramsey
Can he-
should already be at dying too because he
I was
went down
about
with
to
a
say,
crit.
yep.
Shoot.
Oh my gosh. You're
So
right.
Ramses is currently at dying 2, and he needs to roll me a reflex save. Now here's why this is important and why this could be deadly. When you're unconscious, you take a -4 penalty to your AC and reflex saves.
Well, I see it. All right, well, I'm rolling it.
Can't you use a hero point to immediately stabilize?
She could, if she wanted
Okay. All right. All right.
A 19?
Good to know. Good to know.
When the dying condition would.
to. A 19 is a failure.
but
So
not a
he
critical
would go
failure.
up to dying 3. Would you like to use your hero points
Yes.
to erase this dying condition? All of it?
No, don't. He's only at dying 3.
Oh, wait, hold on. I thought he meant to
Oh.
re-roll.
No, it's
No.
not. You could re-roll if you want.
Or what I can do is
No,
wait
I
until
would not.
Khepri's
No,
turn
'cause-
and
No.
Habibi's turn,
So-
who could heal him.
Yes.
Yeah, I can
And now
heal
that
him.
we know that their heads are going to explode, we at least know, like, hey, keep them away from the dog.
Yeah.
And the other two are barely injured, so.
All right.
Okay,
Ramses
we're fine.
is at dying 3.
Oh my god.
Keryth,
I hate
it
this.
is
I need
your
to give
turn.
Ramses Die Hard, if that's possible.
You can't.
I don't
you
think
can't.
that's possible.
Man,
Khepri
if you
has
could.
it.
Nope. Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
but
doesn't apply.
Khepri
Khepri
is
is
a
a player
hero.
character.
Ramses is just some dog.
He is not just some dog.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Anyway.
You know what, Keryth, I deserve to be punished. Why don't you go ahead and put some obnoxious sense into me?
All right, I'm gonna move to get some flanking. Can I stand in this square behind Masood?
I am
flank
going to
with
say,
Tariq.
okay, so this is a kind of like a dresser. It's very narrow. You can stand on it, but it will require an acrobatics to balance.
Ugh, no, pass.
You're not going to do that?
Oh.
No, pass. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and target Masood, whatever the hell his name
It was
is.
Masood. I said it wrong.
Masood, okay. With a megaton strike. Should I make it unstable? Yes. Alright, so let's try. Come on. All I gotta do is hit, and then I get some juicy ass damage.
Give me that juicy ass damage.
Juice.
Oh, no, I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
I don't think it's.
She just
I
got
only rolled
some
an
emotional
8.
damage.
An 8 is decent. It could
Hey,
hit.
if it's at least a 22, it's gonna hit. Because remember, a 32 was a crit.
Oh.
That is a good point. That is a
Smart.
good point, Angela.
It is exactly a 22.
And it is exactly a hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo! Smart
Good
thinking.
catch, Angela. You know what? I don't do this often. Take a hero point.
Yes.
Nice.
I feel like Angela does such a good job at helping us not use our hero points just randomly.
She's the mom of the group for sure.
Oh my god, I don't want to be the mom anymore. Someone take the job.
Okay. So with the extra weapon die for the Megaton Strike, so it is 4d6 instead of just like 2. That is 24 points of damage.
Jeez. All right, not bad. He's fine. He'll live forever. Was that 2
let
actions
me-
or 1?
That is 2 actions.
Alright,
Let
final
me
action.
do my unstable check. Oh, I actually succeeded!
No way!
That happened.
Look at
I got
you.
a 19.
Yay!
Who are you and what have you done with Katie?
I know, right?
No
It's
more
terrifying.
Oh
five.
god, that means my rolls are gonna be shit.
I know. I'm a little scared now.
We can't have
All
both
right.
Texans rolling well.
And then for his final action, he is just going to attack him a second time.
This is at -10.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't count as 2 attacks.
It doesn't? Megaton Strike definitely counts as 2, doesn't it?
Let me read it. You make a strike, blah, blah, blah.
I'm pretty sure it's like spell strike. It only counts as
You strike with your weapon innovation.
Oh,
does
it
not say it
doesn't.
counts as 2 attacks.
No way. So this is literally just a better vicious strike from the fighter. No way. All right, go for it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Damn straight.
Show off your fighter skills or your better than fighter skills.
All right, let's see.
Today I learned.
Oh, why? So 1 week I go to rolling all 5s. Apparently this week the trend is going to be 8s, guys. Because
Well-
that was another 8 on the die for a 17, which I
And
do
I know
believe is a
it's
miss.
definitely a miss. For sure it's a miss.
Yeah,
If 8
yeah.
last time was barely a hit, this one's definitely a miss.
Yeah.
All right, Habibi, it is your turn. Ramses is
Habibi.
dying. Tanhi is hurt. Keryth is hurt. Tariq's fine. Maybe you should heal him.
Tariq looked real good.
Tariq's hair is glossy. He has like a little aura around him.
He's
All right,
just
what do you got for me?
positively glowing.
What do you got for me, Alyssa?
Habibi is going to. He saw Ramses go down. So he is going to run directly to Ramses, right next to Tanhi, over top this desk.
Just see him leap over the desk.
Very
Lands
gracefully.
on like a Black Widow land.
Yes.
Superhero
And-
landing.
He is going to use his healer's gloves on Ramses, which
Ooh.
is 2d6 plus 7 hit points.
Oh,
So, wow, look at that. It's just like lay on hands. 18 healing.
thank
18
you.
healing. Well done, Ramses.
Thank you, Habibi.
Or, well done, Habibi. Ramses is now safe. All right, I believe Ramses now goes to Wounded 1.
Wounded 2, right?
No, just Wounded 1.
Oh, okay.
Every
Okay.
time you come back from dying, no matter what your dying value is, you increase your wounded by 1 only ever.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, so first action, stride. Second action, lay on hands. You have a third and final action. What do you got for me?
I'm going to, second action was Healer's Glove, which was kind of like lay on hands.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
But
using lay on hands. Never
No.
mind.
So he didn't get the bonus to the AC. But I am going to lay on hands for Tanhi, so she will get a bonus to her AC.
All right,
Since
very well done.
That dumb old other guy took away her heroism that I gave her.
And now he's dead.
He's dead.
Like, super dead.
Right.
All right, so Tanhi will also get 18 points of healing.
Speaking of which, Tanhi, it is now your turn.
Okay, I am not very happy with this guy that came out of invisibility and tried to scare me. So I am going to run over to Anku.
Okay.
I really wish I was raging right now because this would be so good. But as she does, she's going to be spinning the axe in a circle and she's going to be bringing it down blunt side, hammer it, because even if he explodes, it's going to be right here and she's going to take him down.
Hammer it home.
Good luck. He's just
If you
scratched. He's
destroy
fine.
their skull, can their head still explode?
How about a 19 on the
Asking
die
for a
for a
friend.
33?
Yeah, Andrew.
33 is a crit. Jeez. No, he's
Get
fine. He's not gonna die to this.
16 points of damage. I only rolled 2 2s. Ugh.
Jeez.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's your doubled. That's doubled.
That is doubled. I rolled 2 2s.
Yeah, I'm not even worried. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
It says he's injured.
Okay, so
No, he's fine. He'll live forever.
that's the second action. Third action, I'm just gonna do it again.
Woo!
Actually,
go for it.
no.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna do intimidating glare.
Oh, okay. Against
so,
Anku, I assume.
Yeah, so like she brings down the axe and it kind of like grazes off of him, so like he takes some damage, but it's not breaking his spine like she wants it to. And so it lands on the ground and she like just looks up at him and glares. So intimidation for an 18 on the die for a 29.
What is going on with you guys down there? All right, yeah, you said 29. That is a success.
Awesome. So he is intimidated.
Frightened 1. Got it. All right. Okay. I see you. Khepri, it is your turn.
Kepri's she's kind of angry right now. She's grateful Ramses is back up, and she's like, okay, one of you took my dog down. I know which one, and he might be dead, but you two are working with him. So she's going to...
No, the one that took your dog down is the one that I just demoralized.
Oh, even better. All right. So we're going to change that up a little bit. We're going to go, you, Mr. Invisible Bitch. All right? Take my fucking ignition. And I'm going to try to cast ignition. I'm going to roll the attack roll, which is a drum roll, please. 19.
19 total?
Yeah. That's a miss,
You know
right?
that's not a hit.
I'm going to reroll it because I have 2 hero points, so I'm rerolling with a hero
You're
point.
supposed to roll before... I guess whatever.
I knew it was a miss. 23 this time.
A 23 hits. Roll your damage.
All right.
I just want to verify, frightened lowers AC, right?
Yes, it does. So
It pretty
his
much
AC is
lowers
21.
everything.
So I was going to say, so his AC is 21 now.
Right.
Nice.
Nice. Well, 11.
11 points. All right, he takes 11 points of fire damage. And you have 1 action left.
Yes, I do. So I'm going to command Ramses. Activate him. Ramses is going to run over to Masood. Since he's a dog, he can...
First
he
action,
prone?
he has to stand up.
He's prone.
Yes, he is.
Ah, nuts.
You can still command him to stand up and then move.
Okay, we're going to have Ramses go ahead and stand up.
Just no attacksies.
No attacksies. And we're going to go ahead and move... over on this other side here, he's gonna get in between that that cabinet and Masood. That way he's flanking with Tariq.
No,
Alright, perfect.
he would have to do an acrobatics check.
All
so
right.
he needs to be flanking with Keryth.
We'll flank
So
with
you can
Keryth.
move over. Yeah, so the one south. So he's no longer on the dresser at that square.
Yep. He just jumped
Okay,
around.
so
Now
he's
he's flanking with Keryth.
All right, fantastic. That's your turn?
Yep, that's it.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn. I get to go with Masood. Masood kind of like looks to Anku's like, they have a cleric! Get the healer!
Oh shit!
And he's going to try and tumble through.
Attack of opportunity!
Who do I want to
Just
tumble
you
through?
wait.
Do I want to tumble through Tariq or Keryth? Keryth looks a little bit more injured. I think they're going to try and tumble through Keryth. All right, so here's an acrobatics check against Keryth's reflex. 21 against Keryth's reflex DC.
Barely, but yes.
Yes. As Masood like does a kickflip over Keryth's shoulders, he kind of like flips into the air. He lands on top of Ikram and then like jumps ahead towards Habibi. He kind of like ignites his hand and you see fire in his palms as he like brings it up into Habibi's chest. We're gonna do ignition in a melee range. Come on, buddy, attack! 35 to hit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
I'm rolling amazingly. Everyone is rolling amazingly. I think Foundry's broken. All right, you're gonna take 17 points of fire damage, double it.
Well, 17 was enough to take me down,
Oh,
so
I
I
love
am
to
at
hear it.
dying 2.
I love to hear it.
Hi again, Osiris.
Yeah,
All right.
me again, Osiris.
There's tea already ready for you and everything. Some biscuits, some falafel maybe.
Now,
Now
I know I
here's the
felt like I
thing.
was on fire for real.
Now here's the thing about a critical hit ignition. Not only do you go down to dying 2
Oh,
because
no.
of it,
Persistent fire
Persistent
damage.
fire.
you take persistent fire. Which is problematic because if you guys remember, persistent fire damage can definitely quickly turn a dying character into permanently dead very quickly.
I got you, Habibi. I got you.
It is now Anku's turn, and he's kind of like terrified of this tawny person in front of him. He's like, get away from me! And he is going to, ooh, do I want to do that? Here's what he's going to do instead. He's going to cast Electric Arc. And we're going to cast it targeting Tanhi and targeting Tariq. I need both of you guys to roll me a reflex save.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, do I hear hero points coming?
I'm trying to determine if I want to save mine. I only got a 4 on the die for 14.
Just do it now. Roll it now or
No,
forever hold your peace.
I'm gonna take it. I'm at full health. I
You're
can
taking
take
it? All right.
I can take it.
So Tariq got a 14.
It'd be
Tanhi,
shocking
what'd
if
you
I
get?
can't.
I got a 24.
You got a 24? All right. So here's the thing. 24 is a success exactly, which means
Tariq got a critical failure.
Tariq got a critical failure. I have good news for you, though. I rolled absolute shit on the damage. 3d4, I rolled a 1, 1, 2. So, you know.
Yeah. It tickles.
Tariq, you're going to take 8 points of damage. Tanhi, you're going to take 2. And with his final action, he's going to raise a shield as he is no longer frightened. Man, if he wasn't... if he wasn't frightened, you would have failed your save, Tanhi. God damn it. All right, we move on to Tariq. It is now your turn.
Okay, so Tariq is going to move up to be beside Masood. He's going to run past him. He's like, "Get off our cleric!" And as he's running by, you see that his staff is going to change into a two-handed grip. As soon as I can find where that is on my character sheet. Yeah, there we go. And then he's going to try and trip him. So I think I roll an athletics for that.
You do indeed. It goes against his reflex DC.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That was pathetic. 19.
19 total? That is unfortunately a failure. You try to trip him, and he like falls off balance a little bit, but quickly regains his footing.
Regrains.
Regains his footing.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to try and do Magus Analysis.
Okay.
So let's do that. It's been a while since I've used that. So I'm going to do it. I can do a knowledge check on him. What would you like me to roll?
That would be a society check. Here's what I will tell you about the Forgotten Pharaoh cultists. They are not just spellcasters. Most of them tend to be learned wizards, but some of them tend to be, bards or sorcerers. Anyone with spellcasting ability. They tend to be mages. But they're also mages with a bit of a rogue flavor. They all have abilities with, finesse, agile, dexterity, acrobatic things. Some of them even have sneak attack. So basically think of them as like a hybrid between wizards and rogues. But more than that, they have this tattoo that you now know explodes when they die.
Oh,
and
it's a tattoo.
It deals... It is their tattoo on their neck. They can choose right before they fully succumb to activate it as a free action. It kind of just explodes outwards from them. All adjacent creatures take some damage as fiery snakes whip out of their bodies, dealing 3d6 fire damage with a reflex save. With a crit, I'll give you one more question you can ask.
Okay. Do I suspect, I don't know if this would count as this, but do I suspect if we capture one of these that they would give us any more information on their cult? I don't know if that's something I can ask.
I can tell you this. You know that a lot of cultish groups, this one in particular, they might have secrets within the organization, especially ones that may belong to a group like the ones that worship Nethys, for example. They might want to keep secrets within their group and organization for compartmentalization. So even if they did know, even if they would tell you, there's no reason to believe that they would know anything beyond what just is their local vicinity.
So pretty much no point in keeping them alive.
Oh no, that's not what I said.
Okay, all right.
So stride, you tried to trip. Third action was Magus Analysis. We move on to Keryth.
Woo, go Keryth!
All right, so first action, he is going to step. Come on. Step, little boy. There we go. Over here next to Habibi.
All right.
Second action, he is going to do Searing Restoration because he's not unstable yet, because I actually passed the check for once.
I know. If you got lucky enough to fail that check, you wouldn't be able to do this on Habibi.
I know, yeah. Don't call it lucky.
Whatever.
Blessed.
All right. So that is 3d10 healing. That'll be 19 points of healing, Habibi.
Very well done. Very well done.
Oh, that's a good burn.
Damn straight it is.
All right, so you're no
It's a
longer
different
dying.
kind of burn than what he did.
I
he was dying
passed the
from.
check again!
Fuck out of here. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
All right. don't worry,
Screenshot.
I'll get you guys
It's
next.
another 19, damn it.
Is Searing Restoration 2 actions or 1?
It is only one.
It is only 1? All right, what's your final action?
He's like,
I'm
this
gonna
can't be.
smack out at Masood.
Get him.
Masood.
Get him.
All right.
Masood.
Masood got her in a mood.
This is not a negative strike, though. This is just a regular strike. He does not have me in any kind of mood.
like
other
an
than,
an
that I'm
annoyed
gonna murder
mood.
Masood
Not like
gives you an annoyed mood.
That's not going to do it. Not with a 2 on the die. 16 is probably going to miss.
Your luck is all over the place tonight.
It's so bad.
All right,
she can only be
Tanhi.
so successful, okay?
Right.
I've been successful with the unstable. Everything else has been hit or miss.
All right, Tanhi,
You know.
it is your turn. This thing is... both of these guys are looking pretty bloody, kind of injured. They're not looking super hot. Your party is also looking not super hot either. What do you got?
What are you saying? I'm on fire.
Literally. You know what? I'm just going to try to hit him a couple of times.
All right, go for it.
A natural 20 for
Oh
a
my
34.
Are you kidding me?
I have rolled nothing below a 15 today, guys.
Heck yeah.
You
oh
probably
my-
just jinxed
And
yourself.
you thought
but-
I had cursed your dice again.
All right, okay. right before you deal damage, Anku like moves his projectile or his force shield in the way, and it like explodes in this twinkling of sparkling stars. He's gonna try and shield block, which gives him some resistance to this. How much damage is it?
34 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Oh, dang.
Yay!
Nice
So
try.
he was able. So of
He
the,
dies.
How much damage you said again? One more time.
34.
34.
So of the 34, he absorbed 5 from the shield, and he dealt 29 to his 21 hit points.
Oh, where you gone?
Nice try. Nice try.
All right.
And
He
I
tried his best.
I still
Uncle
have
for coming.
2 actions. I still have 2 actions.
I was about to say, you have 1 turn, but 2 actions, yes.
Yes. So that means I can just wiggle my way down south
Oh my gosh!
Flanking.
to flank
no.
with Tariq.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna kind of
Bye bye,
tap.
Masood.
I'm gonna tap Masood on the shoulder, and I'm gonna
Wait, did
bring
he
my
not-
hammer down on him.
Did he not explode?
Oh, shit! Fuck! Yes! Thanks for reminding me.
Sorry.
Anku dies, he explodes. Tanhi, I need you to roll me a
Wait.
reflex save.
Does that use a reaction?
It's a free action.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. I was going to say, but the
some
shield was a
enemies
reaction.
have like a death throws, and it happens whenever they perish.
That's not
All right.
nice.
What'd you get, Angela, for your reflex save?
Another natural 20.
No, you did! God damn it! Alright, fine. How does Masood die? What's his attack? Or what's the attack on him?
Oh my gosh. It was a 10 on the die for a 19. I know
19?
I know that's gonna miss, so because even with flanking, it's only gonna bring him down to 20. So I'm going to re-roll using that hero point that you gave me earlier because
This is why I don't give hero points out. Y'all
Regrets.
use it against
Regrets.
me.
Regret.
Now I don't know what I rolled. I got a 27 total because when you do re-roll, it messes it up. But 27 total.
27 hits.
13 points of damage.
Jeez. Alright, he's fine. He'll live forever. Khepri?
Hi.
It's your turn, question mark?
Okay, Kepri's gonna do ignition on Masood now.
My guys were doing so well up until now.
But Kepri's gonna watch Tanhi do this awesome hit, and then she's gonna smile a little bit, and this fire is gonna start appearing from her hand, and she's gonna hit that attack roll. She's trying to see can
Yes,
she
flavor it
aim
up more.
21.
I like
He's
the
being
more flavor.
flanked.
Not by you, though! That's a miss, baby!
Really?
Yes, also you don't gain benefit from flanking with ranged attacks.
There's nothing that
So,
could have caused his to go down by 1?
No, and you also have only 1 action left.
Right, I'm commanding Ramses, so I missed because, I tried to flavor it. And so Khepri got a little too cocky and missed. She goes, oh, fuck. And then she goes, Ramses, attack! So Ramses is going to take his first action, and he's going to maneuver over here next to Masood, and he is going to be flanking with
The guy is
Habibi.
fully surrounded.
Yes.
He really
Well,
is.
I'm actually prone right now, so I can't provide
But
flanking.
You are still threatening
You are
him.
conscious. You are
Oh,
conscious
okay.
now.
That's
so you
true.
can still provide flanking, and you are flanking with Ramses. Go ahead and roll.
All right, Ramses has. I'm sorry. I'm not doing another 21. I'm not doing another 21. I am re-rolling this.
No, wait.
Hold on.
Oh, I
No,
already did it.
21. No, 21 was a hit because you're flanking.
Oh, it was?
Ramses 21 hits. Yeah, Ramses 21
Oh, okay.
hits.
So
Because
we're good.
Ramses is flanking.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah. So
21.
21, because you are flanking, is going to be a hit.
Yes.
Roll that damage.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. 19 damage.
What?
19.
How?
Hold on. Give
You're
me a
just a
second.
little dog.
Hold on.
You're just a little dog.
There you go.
I'm gonna kill that dog.
Wait. Hold on. Did you roll maximum damage?
I don't know.
Yes, you did. 2d8, you rolled 2 8s. You guys are
I
so
did!
fucking lucky tonight. This is insane. All right, Habibi.
Is he dead? Is he
He's
dead? 'Cause
not
this
dead.
Is
He is
guys,
not
this is
dead.
really bad if he dies, though.
Yes.
You know that, right?
Habibi,
Oh, shoot.
punch him real quick. It is within your power to kill him. I want to take all of you down with me.
Habibi, I would
forgot.
take a couple of steps back.
I mean, I might be part of the Dumb and Dumberer group, but I ain't stupid. So
Okay.
I am.
I'm gonna stand up
Stupider.
First action, stand up.
and
Back away.
and then I am going to move back. I'll go stand next to Khepri and provide moral support.
Hi,
All
Habibi.
right. So you stride 20 feet away. You have one action remaining.
I'm gonna throw up a shield.
Well, hold on.
He's
So you did say you
preparing.
want to offer moral support. Would you like to prepare an action to aid?
How can I?
Just do the shield. It's okay.
All right, fine.
I'm doing a shield.
All right. It is Masood's turn, but before he goes, take 8 points of fire damage, and let's see if you're still on fire.
Wait. Did you roll my fire damage, or did I have to roll my fire?
It rolls automatically for me. So you take 8
Okay.
points of fire damage, and what was the recovery check?
I'm still on fire. I rolled a 5.
5?
Aw.
God damn. All right.
This girl is on fire.
Masood is gonna go. He is, I'm just gonna say it right now, he's at 4 hit points. He is so close to death. He kind of looks around, he's like, I have but one chance of escape.
Oh no.
But that damn dog is gonna reveal me. So he's gonna take one action to take his kukri and try and jab it into the neck of Ramses. Come on!
Oh, he really is going to try to kill your dog.
A 30 to hit.
Is a-
Tell me that's a crit.
It's
Tell me
not
the
a
30 is
crit, bitch.
It's not a
It
crit.
is one off.
It's not a crit.
Okay. I don't think this is going to put him down. 9 points of damage.
Nah, it's not gonna put him down.
All right. He is then, with his final 2 actions, going to go invisible. And he just disappears from sight. He becomes undetected.
Why
You
is it
guys
always...
can probably guess what square he's in, but as of right now, he is undetected. Tariq, it is your turn.
You say, like, we can do a seek action?
I mean, you can also just guess and try and attack the same square. You don't, you
Okay,
don't have to.
well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because my spell strike's restored. So, yeah, let's just do that.
All right, roll me a DC 11 flat check before you roll your attack.
I'm re-rolling it. I'm re-rolling it.
Oh,
It was a 4.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. Please, for the love of God. That's not much better. It was 16.
a 16. What, is that your attack roll or your flat check?
That's my flat check.
That's a hit. You only need DC 11.
Oh, I thought for some reason that...
DC 16 is good.
Yeah, I was thinking in terms of, like, attack roll.
Okay, all right. Now roll your attack
Okay.
roll.
Oh my gosh. There's too many things going on, alright?
Oh, just
Alright,
wait until you
so-
get to level 19 or 20. Oh,
Alright, does a 31 hit this invisible guy?
a 31
I think it does. I think it does.
is going to critically hit.
Woo!
I'll have you
Oh.
know.
Go Tariq!
Oh, dang. So Tariq just kind of taking his staff and he's just swinging it in the air in front of him because he thinks that guy didn't get very far. So he's going to, you see his staff is going to start protruding with these animal-like appendages and claws, and he's going to cast Gouging Claw Spell Strike against him.
God.
And he takes, do I want piercing or slash? Let's go with slashing.
Oh, you're enjoying this.
And so he's going to take 22 bludgeoning damage and 8 slashing damage total.
Well, 8's
Oh,
double,
actually,
right?
sorry, 19 slashing damage.
Yep. 16,
Yep.
if we're doing math properly. But
And since it was a crit, and we know what's going to happen, he's going to shove this guy to, like, this space, right? Well, no, that's still...
I was about to say adjacent to Keryth.
let's see...
I'm pretty sure
Wait,
you have
if
to
he,
move
like,
him
if he did it
away
across
from you.
Wait, but if he did it across from him, like, Tanhi's there. Does it go, like, past Tanhi? Like, how would that work? Or
He
can I
would
go
get
to, like,
inter-
a diagonal? Like...
He would get into
this direction?
You can do diagonals like away, so you can like push him this way, so like through the
That's-
square between Ramses and Tanhi, but it'll still hit Tanhi.
That's fine.
Yeah, there's no.
Okay.
I don't think there's any spot you can move him that won't hit at least one of us.
All right, so
Yeah.
he's just going to make a quick decision, and sorry, Tanhi, you're it. So I'm assuming this kills him because you said he had 4. So
Yes, it does.
he's gonna move his body that way.
And so you just
past
see this
Tanhi and Ramses.
You see this invisible form fly in between Ramses and Tanhi. He kind of like trips over the ground. Tanhi, I need you to roll me a quick reflex save.
Keryth in the background. I just wanted to explode.
I had a plan.
Well, there's
Instead,
gonna be an
Masood-
explosion.
I was about to say, instead, Masood is the one who's going to explode as these fiery snakes explode out from underneath his mask, underneath his clothes, and they hit Tanhi with a...
2 on the die for a 9.
Oh.
Yes, a critical
I
hit.
don't like how you said that.
I didn't roll too well. You're going to take...
That happened last time too.
I know. You're going to take 14 total. So go ahead and double the
That's
7
not
that I
bad.
rolled.
That's
Yeah,
not bad.
you're fine. And as this blinding light explodes out from Masood, and Masood dies and perishes in ash and fire, we white out. And we finally fade back in as we find ourselves deep in the parched desert sands. I was about to say the entire intro again. We find ourselves deep in the parched dunes. One of the many deserts that dominate Osirian's landscape, the rolling, sandy dunes for which the desert grabs its name, function as a moisture-depraved, barren wasteland and natural barrier preventing general travel from Tefu and Wati on the Sphinx River to the east to the rest of the lands to the west. Only the bravest, or perhaps foolish, explorers dare brave the relentless heat and scouring sandstorms of the desert. Our camera pans through this hostile landscape as from all around us, as far as the eye can see. It's nothing but golden sand. We watch as we crest one of the many dunes here, and there, against the far horizon, we can see far-off figures just barely seen against the rising sun. We cut to a low shot, a swooping shot, looking up at cloaked figures riding camels, as they stand on the peak of a particularly elevated dune, surveying the endless expanse of sand before them. The 5 explorers and their mounts are covered with protective robes and special goggles made to eliminate sand from their vision.
There, I see something.
Good eye, Keryth. Come, let us make haste. We must get there before the sun rises any higher, or we'll have to suffer through the midday sun.
The group urge their camels on as they make their way to a partially submerged ruin in the far-off sands. Just beneath a massive monument to some faceless pharaoh thousands of years ago, their features having long eroded by the sand.
So, Machias, do you think we're liable to find anything worthwhile in this place? The last one was a bit of a bust. I barely managed to make enough to repair all of my tools.
Maybe try using your weapons with more care next time. Oh, great and wonderful inventor.
The elf's companions let out a hearty laugh as Machias, the shortest of the lot, began to remove his cloak and hood to better speak to his elven friend. As he removed his covering, we see a bright splash of red, almost pink hair burst forth from the cloth, revealing him to be a curious but elderly gnome. His skin was wrinkled from decades in the desert sun as he straightened out his eyebrows, and then his long spindly beard, reminiscent of the ancient pharaohs he was clearly inspired by.
Now, kids, there's only one way to find out, isn't that right, young one? Come now, show some of that ageless patience you elves are so well known for.
Keryth, having just turned 100 last month, was barely considered an emotionally mature adult by his elven kin, and bristled at still being called young. Truthfully, Keryth didn't know how old Machias was, and as a gnome, Keryth knew that Machias could very well be older than him.
Listen here, old man. I'm not young, and you know it. I'm basically the oldest person here, except for your decrepit old self.
Oh, I'm decrepit now, am I? Let's see you keep up with this old man, then.
The gnome urged his camel onward, and it began to trot down the sandy slopes with some speed, leaving Keryth and the rest of the caravan behind.
Oh, no, you don't. Mush, mush.
What? We're running now?
With laughter and cheers filling the hilly dunes and echoing around them, the friendly group of adventurers raced down the slopes into the valley below. It wasn't much longer before the little caravan of explorers finally arrived at the submerged structure. Zalai, the leader, pulling ahead at the last moment and winning the race.
Ha! And that's why I'm the boss.
I would have won if my camel wasn't so stubborn and old.
Hey, and it was perfect timing, too. The sun's almost at midday.
Yeah, let's get out of this heat.
Zalai pulls up his sleeves to reveal a thickly muscled forearms covered in tattoos of ancient Osiriani hieroglyphs. With a whispered incantation in Sasurian, the language of air, a powerful gust of wind blasted against the doors and cleared the sand away. Zalai's spell had revealed a pair of ancient and ornate doors bejeweled with various empty sockets where precious gems would at once have been. Ancient Osirian hieroglyphs framed the door, and Keryth could only make out just a few words with his limited knowledge of ancient Osiriani.
Curse, danger, forgotten. Well, that is a bit of an ominous warning.
Zalai laughed at Keryth's observation and pulled back his cloak and goggles. Beneath, he revealed the face of a grizzled, middle-aged Gurundi man with his hair tightly woven in braids. One of his eyes was milky white, a long scar gashing his face from the top to the bottom. On the side of the man's neck, partially hidden by his robes, was an intricate series of tattoos, Osiriani hieroglyphs, and even a cartouche of some kind.
Ha! Since when were you one to listen to these curses anyways, Keryth?
Zalai clapped a large hand on Keryth's shoulder.
Come on, you can either stay out here and let the sun cook you, or you can come with Machias and the rest of us and see what the royal dead guys were trying to hide so badly. Choose wisely, kid.
As Zalai was trying to reassure the slightly nervous Keryth, Machias and the others had already broken the plaster seal on the doors and broken into the structure within. Keryth alone was out left in the desert, and he heard a deafening quiet. Not a bird or insect for miles around them, just the soft whispers of the wind against the sandy dunes. He squinted up at the burning sun, and with a deep sigh, he entered the tomb behind his friends.
Attaboy. Knew you had it in you.
All right, that was test number 1. Enter the tomb. You passed with flying colors.
The gnome, having pulled out a torch to light the way, was already making jokes. That was a good sign. Keryth sighed with relief. He had explored tombs in the past, but never fresh ones like this, and never one protected by a curse either. But he knew that to be inducted in the Order of the Blue Feather, he would have to prove his merit as an archaeologist.
All right, we've wasted enough time dicking around with our thumbs up our asses. Let's get to work. Meru, Snefru, you two establish a base camp outside and keep watch for intruders. Don't let anyone in.
You got it. Zalai began to take charge and barked out orders. He, Meru, and Snefru established a plan for their base camp's perimeter and watch schedule. Keryth, meanwhile, idly rubbed at the healing mark on his left hand. He recently received a similar cartouche as the one on Zalai's neck, and that the rest of the party had as well, but he still had no idea of its true meaning. He hoped that a successful raid today would finally earn him the right to that knowledge.
And Keryth?
Zalai said, snapping the elf out of his musings.
You get to lead Machias and I deeper into the tomb.
The group's leader said, handing Keryth the torch.
Machias and I will be on trap-finding duty, but if we catch one before you, we'll mark that as points against you. So good luck.
With his resolve restored, Keryth led the trio deeper into the tomb. They made their way through long, narrow, claustrophobic tunnels leading up and down in confusing ways. Keryth knew that the ancient stonemasons and engineers of this place would have purposely designed the structure to be confusing and restrictive to deter tomb marauders. Keryth came up to a fork in the tomb, one leading up to the east and the other down and to the west. He pondered for a moment and began to sweat nervously. It felt like an oven in this place. The stale, musty, ancient air was hard to breathe. Even though it was a test of his abilities, Machias was sure he had what it takes, and seeing Keryth distracted like this was upsetting for him.
Oh, excuse me. It's just so dusty in here.
Well, yeah, this place has been sealed for who knows how long. Of course there's going to be dust in the air.
Hey, Keryth, it's gonna be okay. Just take your time. Remember your studies and what we taught you. Which way is most likely to be the burial chamber?
Well, the pharaohs were usually buried centrally, but we're still relatively low to the ground, so I guess right?
Smiling, his mentor urged him on.
We'll follow your lead.
Sure enough, Keryth's gut instincts were right. That was the good news, though. The bad news was the tomb was far shorter and led quicker to the burial chamber than was expected for a pharaoh. This was likely a false tomb designed to throw off grave robbers.
Well, good work, Keryth. I should say that. But I can't say I'm not disappointed that there's probably nothing here.
There could still be a secret compartment somewhere. We came all this way, and we still have hours until the sun sets. We should at least take a look.
Shrugging and without many better options, Zalai agreed, and the trio began to search the room. The room wasn't very large, and the walls were relatively barren. It almost seemed as though it were unfinished. As they explored the room a bit more, Keryth found a strange box buried beneath some ancient tarp. The tarp immediately disintegrated at his touch, but the brass box seemed almost pristine beneath. It was a puzzle box of some sort, for sure, but it didn't have much indication of its purpose or what it hid within. On its surfaces, however, were more familiar hieroglyphs to him.
Sky, Empire, show something. Hey guys, have you ever heard of the Sky Empire?
He only just noticed it, but Keryth was sure that the two senior members with him exchanged a glance of sort.
What?
Well, long ago...
They were an empire that was at war with Osirion long ago. You know, ancient history.
The Garundi man interrupted Machias and gave him a cautionary glance. Keryth was sure he noticed it that time.
Is there something I need to know? What are you guys hiding from me?
There was a long, pregnant pause between the two senior members as they were having a debate telepathically between them.
I mean, he did technically pass the test, Zalai. It's not his fault the tomb was a dud.
Fine. Keryth, I hereby dub thee a member of the inner circle of the cult of the Forgotten Pharaoh.
Keryth immediately did a double take.
Huh? That's it? Wait, forgotten what? I thought we were...
Well, we'll do the full induction ceremony when we get back, but before I tell you more, I need you to swear. Do you vow to serve us loyally and completely? Do you vow to keep our secrets and help further our goals in the light or in the shadow?
Light? Shadow? Machias, what's going on? What is this? Is this a prank or something?
No, Keryth. This is real. Answer Zalai, and we'll tell you more.
The elf hesitated. He had been all over the Inner Sea region, but he'd never heard of the cult of the Forgotten Pharaoh. Regardless, his curiosity got the better of him, and he needed to know more.
Yes, I vow to serve the cult of the Forgotten Pharaoh.
Swear on your life.
Another pause from Keryth. He felt in the dark and, truth be told, slightly betrayed. But these two men were his friends. They had been with him through thick and thin for the last fifth of his life. He felt he could trust them.
Yes, I swear on my life.
Good.
Sorry to keep secrets from you, kid, but you'll understand why we had to keep it from you. Zalai, you want to explain?
Sure. Let's start with the big one. The main idea, I guess. We are indeed part of the Order of the Blue Feather, but while the main branch is concerned with matters related to Nethys, we are a secret organization that has spanned back over 6,000 years. Back to Osirion's first age. We are ever present, ever watchful, but we're never seen or heard. We just don't exist to the common people. If you have to give us a name, call us the Servants of the Pharaoh, as our goals start and end with bringing back Hakotep I, the original Sky Pharaoh.
Keryth was stunned into silence. He was given a lot of very troubling information very quickly in rapid succession. He wasn't sure he was still up for joining this secret organization within a secret organization, much less one whose goals seemed to be bringing back a pharaoh from the dead. Seeing the confusion on his friend's face, however, the gnome offered him some comfort.
If it makes you feel any better, I felt the same way when I was first told about our full scope. But it's for a good reason.
Bringing back someone from the dead? What reason could possibly be good enough?
National security, Keryth, my friend. And an ancient war with the Shori Empire.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Oh god, it's already been an hour?
Whoa.
Oh shit!
Goodness gracious.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
Definitely a cliffhanger.
There's so many questions that I have, and I've been able to read this for like a week.
All answers in due time. All answers in due time.
Hey everyone, we hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to the Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. Or always feel free to email us at themithraltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.